I'm Susan, and I'll be your teacher tonight. And I invite you to just really take care of yourself, focus on your well-being. And if you start to feel like you want to um, back off a little bit, take a little rest, do that anytime you want. Um, I'll also suggest that maybe you have a little bit of water next to you so you can take a drink if you feel thirsty. And don't do anything you don't feel like doing, and do things you do feel like doing. And that's a general rule that I suggest for you for your yoga practice. Anything feels like it's not quite right for you, then you're free to shift it or change it. The things that I say are suggestions. Okay, let's get started. I'm scooting back a little, and hands on the tops of the knees, and sit tall. And first, just notice. We're taking a scan of our bodies. So notice your head and your rib cage and your pelvis and your arms and your legs. What you've got. You can turn your palms up and let your fingers curl in towards the centers of your palms, and maybe touch your thumbs and your pinky fingers together, touch your thumbs and your ring fingers together, touch your thumbs and your middle fingers together, and touch your thumbs and your index fingers together. And then spread across your palms and stretch out your fingers. And then soften up your hands again. Let your fingers curl in towards the centers of your palms. Now wiggle your toes. Move your feet around a little bit. Feel the bottoms of your feet, each individual toe, the tops of your feet. Now notice your face. Lift and lower your eyebrows. Squeeze your eyelids and crinkle the corners of your eyes. Lift and lower your cheeks. Move your mouth around. Move your tongue inside your mouth. Swallow to release your throat. Now turn your attention to your breath. So first, just notice that you are breathing. And then start to notice things about your breath. So notice things like the length of your inhales, the length of your exhales. Notice things like the qualities of your breath. How does it feel? And where do you feel your breath in your body? You don't have to fix or change or do anything. You're just paying attention and noticing the qualities of your breath. Once you've done that a little bit, notice if you want to close your eyes, if you don't want to close your eyes, and know that you can't make a wrong choice. It's all right. Every choice that you make is the right choice for you. So if you're doing things like closing your eyes or opening your eyes, that's a choice that you can make, and it's completely yours. So as you're inhaling and exhaling, start to notice if your eyes want to close or stay open. Start to notice if you want to lift and lower your chest. Start to notice if you want to change the position of your arms. Maybe your palms are down. And slowly start to encourage your breath to be a little bit bigger, a little bit deeper, a little bit softer. Feel your breath in your rib cage and feel your breath in your belly. And if you lean forward a little, you can encourage your breath to be a little bit more in your belly. If you've ever been running a lot and you got tired and you wanted to recover, maybe you would lean over like this. This is a recovery position for your body. It's a way to help you get more air, more support. Inhale and exhale. Maybe make an intention for your practice. And your intention might be something like to give yourself more support, or it might be something like to stretch out your hamstrings, or it might be something like to stay really present and to pay attention while I'm practicing. Whatever intention you have in your mind, maybe it popped right into your mind. Maybe you don't have one. That's okay too. Again, you can't do it wrong. So You're inhaling and exhaling. You're letting your intention, if you've got one, come into the forefront of your mind. And keep paying attention to your breath and encouraging your breath to be a little more expansive in your body. Now notice if you're holding on to a lot of tension in your arms. Maybe change the position of your arms. You can let your hands come down in front of you and stretch out the back of your neck by tucking your chin. And lift your head and take both hands over towards the right leg and turn your torso and turn your gaze over toward the right. Take a soft inhale and lengthen your spine a little more, and then exhale and allow your twist to happen a little bit more in your shoulders. Untwist. Take your hands forward and sweep your arms out and up and overhead and stretch your arms into the upper half of an X. So you're really lengthening through your side bodies, and lift your shoulders up toward your ears and then let them settle down. And bend your elbows and let your arms come out to the sides, and we'll lean and stretch one side to the other side. So lean and stretch over to one side and glide back through center and lean and stretch to the other side and glide back through center. And take both hands over toward your left leg. Sit a little bit taller. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale. Encourage your exhale to kind of squish your insides a little bit. You turn with your exhale, because that's what naturally happens. Your exhale contracts you a little bit. And you might notice when you inhale and exhale that your twist is mimicking that motion, that sensation of your breath, inhaling to expand and exhaling to twist. And twist a little less with your head and more with your torso. Let your shoulders glide. They're sliding across your upper back. We'll untwist and face forward. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And now take both arms back behind you and put your fingertips on the floor behind you and lift your rib cage. And you're stretching through the front part of your chest. Move your shoulder blades towards each other. Now soften everything up, maybe 5% or 10%. Soften, you can curl your fingers a little, press a little less diligently, and lift your rib cage just a tiny bit and then soften it up. And bring your arms back into your lap. Turn your palms up and observe. Once again, observe your head, your rib cage, your pelvis. Observe your legs and your arms. And notice your breath. Inhale and exhale. Cross your legs underneath you and come onto your hands and knees for table. You can spread out your fingers a little bit. Try tucking your toes and seeing if that gives you an agreeable sensation. If not, you can keep the tops of your feet on the floor. Now let your hips move back toward your heels. Stretch out your low back and lift up and tuck your tailbone, press down with your arms and drop your head. Then come to neutral with your spine. Let your hips move back toward your heels. And lift up and curl your spine. Let your head drop down. One more time, hips back toward the heels. Stretch out your low back. And bring yourself up to table. Walk your knees towards each other. Take your right leg back behind you. This time your toes are tucked under. Square your hips and take your left arm forward. This is called bird dog. Your left thumb is up like you're going to shake somebody's hand in front of you. And then start to lift your extended leg off the floor. And if you feel like that is too wobbly, you don't like it, you can do a couple things. You can bring your fingertips down to the floor, or you can keep take your foot back down onto the floor. So find the spot that feels most appropriate to you to practice balance. It's a core balance position. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Okay, now bend your left elbow out to the side and bend your knee, your floating leg out to the side, and then straighten. Let's try that again. Bend the elbow out to the side and your knee comes up towards your hip and extend. Nice job. Both hands down. Curl your floating leg underneath you. Step it forward. You can assist it forward with your hands. And lift your torso up. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Bring your hands together in front of your chest. Press your palms and your fingers together and turn towards your bent knee, front knee. Your left elbow can come down towards your bent knee, and you can bring your gaze past your back shoulder. Untwist, shoulders face forward. Take both hands down. Take your leg back into bird dog one last time. Then put your knees down, and I'll give you two options. You can come into puppy pose, hips over the knees, arms outstretched, or you can come into downward facing dog, your hands and feet on the floor and your hips angled up to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Every once in a while, I'm going to turn. You're going to stay where you are. I'm going to turn so you can see me better when I switch from left to right. Take one more inhale and exhale in your chosen position. Know that all your choices are the right ones for you. You can change your mind anytime. Taking your knees back down to your mat. Now we'll take the left leg back into bird dog. The right arm comes forward. And you can float your leg in the air. And then you can bend your elbow and your knee out to the side and extend. You might notice that you're more wobbly on one side than you are on the other side. I am. So you might notice that. And if you are noticing that, that's one of the things that you're learning, right? For your tool. So for your aid, for your assistance. Nice job. Both hands down. Then curl your back leg underneath you. Step it forward and lift up. Lift your torso, bring your hands together in front of your chest. And we're tilting. Right elbow comes across over towards the left knee and turn and look past your left shoulder. Lean forward a little, stretching out your hips, breathing. Notice your breath here as you inhale to lengthen and exhale to maybe get a little deeper twist. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to take both hands down and take your front leg back. Stretch it back into bird dog one last time. Both knees down. Cross your legs underneath you. Stick your legs out in front of you. And lean forward and slide your hands down towards the fronts of your ankles. I like to scooch myself in towards the middle of the mat. You can readjust yourself in your space and give yourself the optimal position on your mat. Inhale to lift up a little bit. Then walk your feet onto the mat. Scoot your hips forward, coming into boat pose. So first we'll do boat with supporting arms. I'm holding the backs of my legs. You can hold the backs of your legs and bring your toes to the floor. Lengthen. Your head's in line with the rest of your spine. So your head is not like this or like this. Makes me fall over. Your head's in line with the rest of your spine. So if you just look straight ahead, slightly tuck your chin, and start to bring your feet off of the floor and bring your shin bones parallel to the floor. Keep holding on. Give yourself a lot of support here. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Awesome work. Soles of the feet come together. Your knees point out to the sides and hinge forward. Stretch out your hips and the insides of your legs and stretch out your low back and breathe and breathe. So we've been practicing for a little while now. So notice if your breath is different. Maybe your understanding of your breath is different than when we started. Maybe you're paying closer attention to certain parts of your breath. Notice how your breath feels. Notice where your breath comes into your body, where it goes. Notice your exhale, how your exhale feels. We'll inhale to lift up. Take your left leg forward. Your right knee is tucked in. Your right foot is tucked in towards your left leg. Take your left hand down towards your left foot. Reach for it. Maybe you hold on to it. You might wrap your fingers around the bottom of your foot if you have long arms. And take your right arm out to the side and stretch across your sides and lengthen. Stretch across your chest and reach through your fingers. Lengthen a little bit more. Exhale and take your right hand and reach your right hand over towards your left foot. And again, depends on kind of how long your arms are. Your left knee might be bent. You could be holding underneath. Your right hand might be on the top of your shin. And turn and look past your left shoulder, any amount. By any amount, it literally means like you might prefer to have your hand here. Maybe that twist is not quite right for you. You're giving yourself lots of latitude, lots of kindness, consideration, giving your body respect. Let's untwist and bring the soles of your feet back together. Knees swing out to the sides, hinge forward. Inhale to lift up and stick your right leg out to the side. Sole of your left foot comes to the inside of your right knee. Wiggle your sit bones back a little. First, take your right hand down toward your right foot and stretch your left arm up to the corner. Now lengthen both of your side bodies, and you can bring your gaze past your left thumb, reaching up and lengthening and breathing. And you're reaching down at the same time, so getting a big long line across your chest, and you're feeling maybe the difference between your left side and your right side. Turning your gaze, also utilizing the muscles of your eyes. So even if your eyes are closed, you're still turning your gaze. Inhale to sit tall, and then take your left hand across over toward your right foot. And if your hand and your foot touch, maybe you could hold on to your toes. If your hand prefers to be here on your shin, depends on what your back says. And turn your gaze past your right shoulder. You can slide your right hand up towards the outside of your right hip to extend. Lean and stretch. Inhale to lift up. Stretch both legs out in front of you. Hold on to the backs of your knees, walk your heels back, and roll back onto your back. Come all the way back onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest and draw circles with your knees. Go around to the left and then around to the right. Place your right foot down onto the mat and take your left ankle across your right knee. You can bring your hands to the top of your stomach and you can move your left knee forward and back. You can stay right here. You've got a couple different options too. You can gather up your legs with your arms and pull your legs in toward your chest. And then another option, you could straighten your right leg and you could reach up and hold on if that's something that seems appealing to you, if it feels nice, or if it doesn't seem like it's right for you. Remember, you're making those choices for yourself. Rock a little bit side to side. And then if your right leg is extended, put your right leg back down onto the floor. Stick your left leg in the air and bring your left leg forward until it floats above the floor. And then drag your left foot next to your right foot. Put your hands on the top of your stomach, squeeze your glutes a little, turn your nose up towards the ceiling, and lift your hips. Lift your stomach into your hands. Press down firm into your heels and your big toes. Tuck your tailbone, roll your hips back down. Bring your knees into your chest, curl your nose in towards the center line of the body. Head comes back down, feet come down. Pull your right knee in toward your chest and cross your right ankle over your left knee. Figure 4. This is a pigeon pose. You can move your right knee forward and back. And so this is variation 1. Variation 2 is bringing your legs in toward your chest. Variation 3 is straightening one leg, reaching up and holding on. So you've got options. See which one you like best and practice that. And then just keep watch of your breath. Keep noticing how your breath feels. If your breath changes, if that's something that you want or don't want, or just notice and observe. Nice job. Left foot comes back down to the floor. Stick your right leg in the air and drag your right leg forward slowly until it floats above the floor a couple of inches and releases down. Both feet on the mat. Arms down by your side. Squeeze your glutes a little. Tilt your pelvis a little. You're pressing your low back down. Just lengthen your low back. And let the weight come into your heels and your big toes and lift your hips into bridge pose again. Tuck your tailbone, lower your hips back down. Bring your knees into your chest, lift your heels, roll yourself up to boat pose. This is a different boat. It's kind of a curled in boat. And let your feet come down. Scoot your hips back. Straighten out and take your hands down your top of your right leg. Lean forward and then drag your right leg with you. You can hook your right arm underneath your right leg. Hold on to your right foot with your left hand and straighten any amount. So straighten any amount literally means like this, or maybe your foot's on the floor and you're sitting tall. That's a great way to practice length in your spine. If you want to explore the stretchiness of your hamstrings, then you might lean back a little and hold on to your leg and extend. Keep sitting tall, keep breathing. Nice job. Now take your right leg on top of your left leg and let it weight down your left leg and slide your hands forward. Now you're getting the back of your left leg. So lean and stretch and breathe. Inhale to lift up. Uncross your right leg from your left leg. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Press down to your heels. Pop your knees up. Hands by the shoulders. Reach up overhead. Exhale and reach down and hold on to your left leg. And slide your left leg back up with you. You're holding on. Sitting tall. Hook your left arm underneath your left leg and let your curl of your arm keep your thigh a little closer towards your torso. Reach down with your right hand, hold your left foot. Now you might decide that you want your foot down and have your fingers interlaced here. This is like variation 1. Variation 2 is leaning back, holding on. Variation 3 is straighten-ish the leg, finding your hamstring, finding the strength and the length of your arms, the length and strength of your side bodies, and notice your breath. And take your floating leg and stretch it on top of your foundation leg. Wiggle your sit bones back and slide forward. Let your hands come down the tops of your legs, maybe toward your feet. Just go in that direction. Inhale to sit tall. Uncross your legs. Place your hands back behind you on the floor and lift your rib cage, stretching out through the front side of your body. So you're really getting into this front part of your rib cage and the front of your hips, and stretch and moving your shoulder blades towards each other, stretching across your collarbones, and soften up. Put your hands on the fronts of your knees and roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Now we'll switch it up. Come onto your belly. Prop yourself up onto your forearms. Interlace your fingers and tuck your bottom pinky finger under so it doesn't get smashed. And tuck your toes under. And first, just see how this feels in your body. If it causes any undue stress in your low back, then bring your elbows forward and give yourself the opportunity to experience this pose with as much comfort as you can muster, as much comfort and ease as you can find in your body. Now you can stay right here. This is a Sphinx pose. This is a back bend. You could wiggle your elbows. If your elbows are right underneath your shoulders and you'd like to explore a little, you can start to tuck your tailbone under. Look down at your fist. Tuck your tailbone under. Come up onto your knees for forearm plank. Breathe here for a moment and lower your hips back down. Coming back in a Sphinx pose, you can untuck your toes. Walk your knees out to the edges of the mat a little bit more. Bring your chest forward. And one more time, walk your knees back towards each other. Tuck your toes. Squeeze your glutes a little. Press down in your forearms. Tuck your tailbone. Come up onto your knees. Maybe you come up onto your toes this time. Press your heels back. Squeeze your glutes a little. Move your thigh bones towards each other. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Let your knees come down. Untuck your toes. One more Sphinx pose. And wing your elbows out to the sides. And let your chin come down on the top of your fingers. And bend your knees up and rock your lower legs left and right. Turn your head one direction. Turn your head the other direction. Bring your head through center, chin down. Let your legs come down. Put your hands on either side of your chest. Push yourself up onto your knees. Tuck your legs underneath your body. And slowly bring yourself into rock pose. You can curl in. You can put your elbows down and interlace your fingers. You might put one fist on top of the other and let your forehead rest. This is another way to do resting position, is to sit up and have your hands on the tops of your knees. And this is another way to do resting position in table. Tucking your tailbone under and lifting your tailbone and moving your hips left and right. You can be in table. You can be in kneeling downward facing dog with your hips over your knees and your arms outstretched. Or you can be in downward facing dog with long legs, stretching your legs and your arms, your hips and your shoulders and your back. Let your head come in line with the rest of your spine if you're doing kneeling or long-legged versions of downward facing dog. And take 3 full breaths here. A full breath is an inhale and an exhale. And notice how your breath is when you're in this position. Notice if it changes, if it feels differently than it did at the beginning of class. Notice and observe. And slowly let your knees come down. Cross your legs underneath you. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Reach down and hold on to your left leg. Drag it back with you. Rock it from side to side. And then cross your ankle over your opposite leg. Now, your heel might be close up towards your torso, or your ankle might be over your other ankle. It's all a matter of degree, and it doesn't matter what degree you're exercising. So give yourself the angle that's best for you. Sit a little bit taller. Take your right hand down towards your right foot. Your left arm reaches up towards the upper corner. Inhale to sit up and stretch across. Your left hand reaches across over towards your right toes to your right leg, whatever makes best sense. Turning. Untwist. Uncross. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Roll through your ankles. Point and flex your feet. Reach down. Hold on to your right leg. Rock it left and right. and then cross. Ankle over opposite leg. And it's just somewhere along your opposite leg, anywhere between the ankle and the hip. First, your left hand comes down toward your left foot. Your right arm reaches out to the side. Sit tall. Inhale to release and then cross. Right hand comes across over. It goes in the direction of the foot. So it doesn't matter where your hand is. It's somewhere along the length of your left leg, and you're turning and maybe looking past your left shoulder. Untwist. Stretching both legs out in front of you. Roll through your ankles, point and flex your feet. Cross your legs underneath you, plant your hands. And your choice, kneeling, downward facing dog, or downward facing dog. Choose which one works best for you. Breathe. Take 3 breaths in your chosen position. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. When you're ready, come into rock, curl in with your forearms down. Your head can be anywhere. You can be looking left and right, or you can look down at the mat. Slowly bring yourself up through seated. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And we'll finish with just slight twists. Left hand comes cross over towards the right thigh and face forward, and right hand comes cross over towards the left thigh and turn. And untwist. Stick your legs out in front of you once again. And check out your space. Notice what's to the left and right of you, above you and below you. And bring yourself into as comfortable a position as you can find. So for some people, that might be sitting up with your back against the wall. And for some people, that might be lying on your side with your knees curled in. For some people, it might be laying on your back with your knees together and your feet apart, or feet apart and knees out to the sides. So you could really literally do anything you want here in your body to position yourself for greatest possible ease. Once you've done that, I'm going to sit up. You're going to stay right as you are, continuing to give yourself even 5 or 10% more ease in your body. Every inhale, every exhale, you're just breathing. That's all you're doing is just breathing. And take a scan of your body. Just like we did at the beginning of class, you can start with your hands. You don't have to move or readjust your hands at all, but start to notice your left thumb, the whole of your left thumb from the base of your thumb down towards the tip and your thumbnail. Start to notice your left index finger, the base of your index finger, the whole of your left index finger down towards the fingertip and the fingernail. Notice the whole of your left middle finger from the base of your finger down toward your fingertip and your fingernail. Your left ring finger from the base of your finger down toward your ring fingertip and your fingernail. And your whole pinky finger on the left hand from the base of your finger down toward your pinky fingertip and your fingernail. Notice the spaces in between your fingers, the webbing between your thumb and your index finger. Now notice your whole left palm, from the center of your palm, radiating out toward the edges, different parts of your palm. Let your attention come to the back of your left hand. Take an inhale and feel your entire left hand. Observe it, notice it, be aware of it. And then soften your left hand. Move your awareness from your left hand up your left arm. Let your awareness kind of travel up that side, up into your left shoulder, into the left side of your chest, and down your left side, coming down towards your belly, your awareness traveling across your belly to your belly button, over to the right side of your body, right side of your belly, right side of your chest, coming up toward your right shoulder, and then sliding down your right upper arm, your right elbow, your right forearm, your right wrist, your attention coming into your right hand now. And start with your thumb and notice the base of your right thumb, letting your awareness travel down towards the tip of your right thumb, noticing your right thumbnail, gliding back towards the base of your right thumb, your awareness moving over into your right index finger, moving from the base of your index finger down towards the tip of your finger and your fingernail, gliding back up towards your palm. Awareness moving from your base of your right ring finger, middle finger, down towards the base, down towards the fingertip and your fingernail and back up. And then finding your right ring finger, your awareness gliding down from the base of your ring finger down towards the tip of your finger and your fingernail. And back up. And finally, your right pinky finger, starting at the base, gliding down towards your fingertip and your fingernail. And back up. Noticing the spaces in between your fingers. Noticing the webbing between your thumb and your index finger on your right hand. Noticing your entire right palm, different places on your right palm, the edges of your palm, the back of your right hand. Let your awareness travel up your right wrist, your right forearm, your right elbow, right upper arm, your right shoulder, coming across your chest, moving your awareness down, center line of your body, into your left hip, noticing, acknowledging your left hip, your left thigh, your left knee, your left lower leg, your left ankle, your left foot, and your left toes. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, release and soften your entire left side of your body. Letting your awareness travel up from your left toes, through your ankle, through your knee, through your hip, gliding across your lower belly. Let your awareness travel down your right leg. So noticing your right hip, your right thigh, your right knee, your right lower leg, your right ankle, your right foot, and your toes. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, let your entire right side of your body soften up and sink into your space. Finally, let your awareness travel up your left leg through your hip, through the base of your body. Your awareness coming up through the torso and noticing your internal organs. You might notice things like your digestion. You might sense things like your kidneys or your liver. You might feel your stomach. You might feel your lungs, your heart beating. Keep moving your awareness up the center line of your body, noticing your spine, your neck, and coming to your face and your head. When you bring your awareness to your face and your head, notice where your awareness travels to first. It might be your nose, it might be your eyes, it might be your mouth, it might be your eyebrows, it might be your hairline or your ears. Pick a place, right? It might be something that captures your attention that you're noticing. Let your awareness go there. Pay attention to that spot for a breath or two. And then bring your awareness up to the crown of your head. And let your awareness travel down from the crown of the head, down the front part of your head towards your forehead, noticing your eyebrows, your upper eyelid, your lower eyelid, and your eyeballs, and the muscles behind your eyes, allowing the muscles behind your eyes to soften up a little bit, reduce their work just by maybe 5%. Noticing the muscles at your temples, muscles of your cheeks, the muscles of your jaw, and letting those muscles just go slack a little bit, maybe just 5%. And bringing your awareness to the bridge of your nose, your nostrils, your awareness to your lips, your upper lip, corners of your mouth, your lower lip, and the insides of your mouth, your teeth and your gums, your tongue, the back of your throat. Bring your awareness to your chin and your jaw, the underneath of your jaw. Let your awareness spread out to your ears and slide around to the back of your head and ending at the back of your neck. And let your awareness travel back around towards your nose and your mouth and notice your breath. And say to yourself, I'm inhaling when you inhale. And say to yourself, I'm exhaling when you exhale. This gives your mind something to do, a task. If you find your attention wandering, just bring your awareness back when you notice it. This is simply a practice. As it gets quieter, you might notice more distractions. That's totally natural, totally normal. Whenever you notice those distractions, you say, that's a distraction. Notice it, acknowledge it, and then come back to your practice. I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling. Sticking with the observation of your breath. And then whenever you want to, Start to notice that you've got pauses in between your inhales and your exhales. They might be short pauses, they might be longer pauses. Everybody's breath is individual. You might only have one pause between your inhale and your exhale, or between your exhale and your inhale. Wherever you find a pause, see if you can allow just listening to happen there, just stillness. It's a spot where you can just do nothing. And then return to your breath. So we'll take inhales and exhales now, and we'll do 3 more just like this. You can count. Inhale and exhale. 3. And 2. And 1. And now just do nothing. It's not time to do the next thing yet, and we're done with the thing that we were doing. It's just an in-between time here. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Move your arms and your legs. If you're lying down, you can bring your knees in towards your chest, curl in. Your feet come to the mat and rock your knees left and right. Pick up your hips and roll over onto one side. And bring yourself back up to seated. Take your time doing that. Bring your hands together in front of your chest and rub your hands together. And let your hands rest in your lap, observing and noticing your head, your rib cage, your pelvis, your arms and your legs, your hands and your feet. Observing, alert, acknowledging things coming in through your senses, maybe your eyes, your ears. You might notice taste or smell. Noticing the temperature of your skin. Noticing the movement of air or the feeling of clothes on your skin. And take a big soft breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And one more, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. You can place your hands together in front of your chest, moving your thumbs toward your sternum, elbows dangling down by your sides, slightly tucking your chin, acknowledging your practice, the time that you take to take care of yourself and to facilitate a stronger connection with communication between your body and your mind. and noticing and paying attention to your breath. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. I appreciate it so much. Please come back anytime. You can attend one of our live stream classes here on our YouTube channel. We're here every day at 8 a.m. and that's Mountain Time. And we're also here most evenings at 6 and some days at noon. If you go to our website, comebackyoga.org, you can see our full schedule. And please help us spread the word about Comeback Yoga. We appreciate you so much, and we appreciate your practice. We wouldn't exist, of course, without you. And we appreciate having the opportunity to practice with you. Thank you. I'm Susan. I'll be back. Actually, I teach on Tuesday nights and Wednesday mornings, so I'll be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is a level 2 class. It's a little more vigorous. We might do some, we'll do some sun salutations, and it's a morning class, so it's a little more peppy. So you can come to that class, check it out if you like, and we'll see you then. Take care. Have a good night.